Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, the podcast for conscious parents, caregivers, and educators who believe tantrums aren't terrible. They are powerful opportunities for connection, growth, and learning during the first 5 years. You'll explore how to use intentional language to raise calm, confident, and deeply connected kids, because the way we talk to kids becomes how they see themselves and engage with the world. Hi, I'm your host, Cara Terrell, classroom teacher turned parent educator and teacher trainer. Are you ready to nurture your children's mind, body, and spirit? Welcome, Toddler Tribe. Let's transform the toddler years together.
Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am so excited to share with you what this week is. This is the Week of the Young Child. Never heard of it? Well, it is an initiative that was started by NACCE, the National Association of Education for Young Children. And I'm just going to read to you from their website so that you can hear what this celebration of young kids is all about. Every April, the National Association for the Education of Young Children, NACCE, invites educators, families, and communities to come together for the Week of the Young Child, a joyful celebration of early learning, young children, and the adults who support them. Doesn't that sound like what we do here at this show? And I could not be more excited to say that my book comes out in 10 days. That's right. If you pre-ordered a copy, it will be in your mailbox, or better be, on the 24th of this month. So this week of the young child, I'm doing all kinds of fun and exciting interactions with my local community. I'm headed to the library where they have a thriving play group for birth to 3, and I will be doing a connect, talk, and learn immersive play-based parent education program. I am going to be at other community centers. One of our local caregiving centers is doing an event for the Week of the Young Child, and I'll be attending. So the whole idea is basically to go out there and connect with all of you in the toddler tribe, the educators, the play group facilitators, the parents. This is your week. This is the week that we celebrate everything that you do to raise amazing humans. So in the spirit of that, I'd like to tell you a little story. Story time with Cara, right? So my dad, as you may know or not, is a musician, and he plays the guitar. And he taught kindergarten and many other grades for a bulk of his career and always brought the guitar with him into the classroom. It was a time period called whole language learning, where all inputs were considered language. And you know how I feel about that around here. So my dad just celebrated his 85th birthday. And I said, Dad, how about this? Would you like to get back to the classroom and play for the littles? Oh my gosh, the joy on his face, extraordinary. So, without belaboring the backstory of the story, you know I'm great at storytelling. We went in to do what we're calling our preschool residency for the first time recently. He brought his guitar, sat on his chair. He does the singing. I do the sign language. We're pairing the singing and the signing, and this beautiful learning opportunity for kids in this local preschool. It's actually a Head Start program, so there's 3 and 4-year-olds and kids who will be turning 5 and headed to kindergarten next year. So what's really cool about this story is that we had a small group. It was a kind of a combined group, so all in one, and they were sitting around the rug, and we started doing our thing. And I scanned the room. And there's this little girl who, as soon as the guitar started, and as soon as the singing started, her hands went straight to her ears and covered them. We finished a song. We did a little talking, a little interacting. Hands came down. Started another song. Hands came back up. So in between the next two songs, I said to the whole group, don't miss this. This is important. Wow, this is a really fun day. Some of you are having so much fun listening, singing, and signing. For some of you, it feels a little loud, so you're protecting your ears, and that's okay. Take care of your body. Okay. It just very seamlessly, right? I just threw it in there. I want you to hear the permission in that statement. Every child heard, you have permission to sing or not. You have permission to sign or not. And you have permission to protect your ears if it feels too loud. We keep on going. And it's only about a 20-minute event, right? These are little humans. They have limited attention span, but it's engaging and fun. And the signing is cool and we're moving our bodies. And we constructed a very cool program to make sure that they were always moving in some way. Well, the little boy right next to me, the first song was his honeymoon period. He was cool. The second song, he was getting a little squirrely. And every time I would give not a direction, but an invitation. Okay, now let me show you how to make this sign. Put your hand up like a 5, turn it flat, put it under your chin, and wiggle your fingers. That's the sign for mud. Every time I would do an invitation, next to me I heard, I'm not doing that. Okay, let it go. Second time. If anyone would like to sing this time, please feel free to use your voices too. I'm not singing. Little boy pipes up next to me. So as my dad started playing the guitar, I just turned super nonchalantly, and I didn't even make full eye contact with him, just out of the side of my mouth. I said, that's your choice. You can choose to sing. You can choose to not sing. It's up to you. Permission. Permission. Notice what we typically do, because a kid who covers their ears triggers us and makes us, well, I'll tell you, honestly, at home, I get it. My husband wears his over-the-ears headphones a lot because he listens to audiobooks, and I feel the disconnection. It feels disrespectful. Like I don't have access to him, right? I get it. So when kids do that and they cover their ears, we're like, must solve this. Must insist on respect. Hands down. We're listening right now. This is a special fun day. That's not permission. That's expectation. When kids flat out defy using language of, I'm not doing that, they're seeking the power struggle. They want you to play the game with them of, oh, yes, you are. It's your job to do that. That's the part of the day we're in right now. I gave him permission to opt out. As long as the rest of him was in control, whether he sings, it doesn't bother me. Well, let me tell you what happened next. And I bet you already know. Song number 3. We get going, and I look over, scan the circle again, and there's that sweet little girl with her hands in her lap. Is she singing? Nope. Is she signing? Nope. But her hands are no longer covering her ears. She felt safe to give it a try. That was her point of entry. And when we finished the whole thing and said, thank you, would it be okay with all of you if we came back again and did this another day? That little boy right next to me was the first one to jump up, come over, start talking to my dad, help him buckle his guitar case and give him a huge hug. I want you to walk away today with this idea that choice is at its core our children's experience. I say this all the time, right? We're not responsible for their choices. We are responsible for our responses to their choices. And when you respond with permission-based statements, they respond by choosing to engage differently, to try differently. It is powerful stuff. If the idea of shared power with small humans still scares you, I get it. We have a long history in this country of not believing that children get a voice. It's just true. That is what my collaborative discipline methodology is all about. That's what the method is for. It is respectful. It is engaging. It is teamwork. And it really just roots you in the relationship with your children and your students. Parents out there, if you're ready to take the next step, to start being on the same team as your kids and watch their behavior and their choices change, because you are giving them permission to feel how they feel and permission to choose what they choose in that moment, then I would love for you to go check out my Transforming the Toddler Years course. 6 modules, 1 massive transformation rooted in the psychology of human connection and the science of early language and behavior management. All right, Toddler Tribe, that's all I got for you today. It's rather a lot, though, as usual, right? We go deep here. Make sure you know what to do. What am I talking about? You know what to do. Stay mindful and proactive until our next episode as we transform the toddler years.